guys, it's another day. It's a Wednesday, and if this was last year, that would mean drag racing, but it means drag racing today. So we're taking the diesel out, the rebuilt diesel. We'll call it the Salvage 335d. I think that's the name of this car because it still has a salvage title and I shouldn't be driving on the road, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You saw in the last video about it, we got it all fixed, just back on the road. But when you get fully into it, it throws a check engine light, and then if you're really, really into it and you're crossing into the top of the speed limit range, sometimes it'll actually just like go into like this crazy limp mode that I've never seen. It's not even a limp mode. The throttle completely stops working. You have to turn it off and turn it back on to get it back. Pulled codes. We got a cement truck driver coming, and he rents from us. We don't own a cement truck. We're not doing any cement much. So, took it to Zach's. A couple codes. They were rail pressure codes, and I don't remember the numbers, but he was like, "Oh, it needs a high pressure fuel pump," and I was like, "Damn, okay." So it looked up, it was like $700. Damn, in like a day of work. But I did some searching, and there's like a troubleshooting guide for those codes on one of the forums I found. And first thing it said to start with was a fuel filter. So I bought one from Zach, and we're gonna throw that in and see if that fixes it. Because I'm not sure I'm gonna win against a certain somebody if my car turns off halfway down the drag strip. So, let me throw this here.
We're also going to be taking that.
Hamish isn't going to be in for the wager so far. Let's see if he can talk a little shit and maybe get in on it.
I tried. Will doesn't want to give me his bedroom.
Well, we haven't even, I think he doesn't even know we're racing Will yet. What are you doing?
Okay, that's been cut out.
Okay, so there's a certain silver Cadillac here. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a certain somebody that used to own a silver CTSV. That is not this car, but is the same person. So Senior Will decided he was going to sell his CTSVs to buy a Corvette because the Corvette was going to be a better daily or a race car or whatever it was. It was better. And then he sold the Corvette, and then the next week bought another CTSV. But this one has some surprises. We'll let him show. But anyway, he's pretty confident he's going to beat me. He's got these Michelins, which you're like, oh, Michelins, sticky. No, 500 tread wear all seasons. I've got Blizzaks snow tires. So we are racing, and for the first race, we're both on these tires, and winner gets a case of beer. I am confident enough, though, that after that, I'm bringing some slicks. We're gonna change them out, and we'll run, see what the actual car can do. And I'm betting him, same race, he's still on these tires. If he wins, I give him 5 cases of beer for that win. Jeez. If I win, he gives me 1, because I'm confident. But anyway, let's run in on him and talk some shit. What's up? Are those the legs of somebody that's gonna lose at drag racing tonight?
The only thing you're gonna be looking at is my ass, because you're gonna be behind me.
Yeah?
Yep.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, man. So I told people there might be something a little bit special about your car.
Yeah, it's got a little something in the trunk.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little junk in the trunk.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't even know about it yet.
Should we just show it? Why not?
Where's he going? Is he going out that way?
That's where the Cadillac's at.
Oh, okay. We're going that way.
It's the battle act.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that. Well, more on that in a second.
About the bet and everything?
No, or yeah, the 5 case of beer yet.
Oh, okay. So they know what's up.
But they don't know about the battle act and what makes it so bad.
I hate that you're calling it.
So Will bought this in Utah and drove it home, and it had a giant banner that said,
No longer.
Cadillac, and he made the mistake of telling us that that was there. So every day that we see him, we're like, is that Will Murdoch in the Cadillac?
Here, if you want to see some proof of it.
Oh, here's the. It's a weird looking fire extinguisher.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah. Strange fire extinguisher, right? You know, just in case I have a fire. It's a case of emergency.
Fire accelerant.
Yeah.
So
15-pound bottle of nitrous. That'll put out the fire.
So how's your nitrous experiences?
It's fantastic. I love nitrous. It's one of my favorite things.
Dude.
This is an interesting sleeper mod. You're like, I have nitrous.
Yeah.
I know, right? It also kind of screams, pull me the fuck over.
Yeah.
Look in my trunk.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if that's legal. Maybe somebody can comment on that.
It is not legal.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's legal to be driving around with nitrous. I think that's a race car only, off track or off, whatever. What?
You're running like 150? How many shots?
It's on a 150 shot right now, and it likes it a lot.
And that's a lot. I don't know if you guys have seen, there's this video going around on Instagram I saw where this guy takes 50 shots of Patron. That was a lot. This LS in here, it takes 150 shots every time Will pushes the button.
Man, that was cheesy.
There isn't a button.
You're definitely a dad.
Yeah.
But here, to your point, I don't even know why I'm going to show you this, but every time you turn this fucker on, look what it says.
It says it in there too?
Yeah. Watch.
Oh, what? Dude.
You know, so you know I'm legit.
It's a battle lock.
What is it supposed to have 2 D's or is it just 1 D? Is it spelled right?
Just B-A-D-I-L-L-I-C.
What about Cadillac? Is Cadillac just 1 D?
Yeah. C-D-I-L-L-I-C.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. I've got a purge kit for it too. I want to be a fancy boy and install it, but I don't have time for that. Maybe I have time for that today. Maybe I'll put a purge kit in.
10:30. We're gonna leave here around 3-ish.
Yep.
Oh, so I just tee this off, I guess? I don't know how this works.
But
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and then we're gonna cruise down there and we're gonna see what's up. On a more somber note, you might have noticed there hasn't been Will so much in videos lately.
Correct.
Will has been trying to figure stuff out, maybe move in a slightly different direction, but not a big direction, but...
Nope, I'm still around. I'm still gonna be, you know, in videos and stuff. I'm just not actively like a supporting member of the channel at this point. I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm still gonna be around, still gonna be doing stuff. I just can't really afford to be dumping lots of money into YouTube. I'm trying to, like, you know, buy a house and do adult things instead of dumping all my money into cars and shops and stuff. So I'm sorry if that disappoints you guys. I'm still here doing things. They're probably gonna still be filming me doing all my hoopty projects. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot more dynamometer stuff, probably less engine swap stuff unless it's my own stuff. Maybe one thing you've got to look forward to is the LS build on the E36. Gonna be doing an L77 into that, but that's when I get to it. Anyway, yeah, so sorry, but not sorry. Gotta do adult things.
But if you want to support Will, link in the description of their tuning company, GTR. You get on there, you can schedule things.
Shitty banner, sorry.
Reminder of what they have, if you guys haven't seen. They have what I've heard is the only main line
It is.
in Colorado. And if you know things about mainline, these come from Australia. They cost quite a bit of money, and they can do quite a bit of cool things. Like, the coolest thing they can do is they can hold a car at an RPM at any load. So you can tune any individual RPM in instead of the whole pole and then trying to, like, fix it afterwards.
Exactly.
So they're incredibly powerful what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
And they hold like the most horsepower too, don't they?
2,000 per box. So rear wheel drive, 4,000 horsepower, all wheel drive, 8,000 horsepower. We don't have the front 2 boxes yet, so we're 2-wheel drive only right now. But hopefully that's soon to come once we start doing a little bit more business.
But all the prices and everything are on their website.
Yep.
It's we in the link again, Grudge Tech Racing. It's Will and our buddy Kenny that own that company and do stuff.
Yep, this is Kenny's car.
This is Kenny. Kenny also owns the GTO that was on the channel for a while and comes in and out. I know he's actively trying to sell that car, but we'll see if maybe it makes it to the track and does something at some point.
It's getting new intercooler piping by Trey right now, actually, and when he's done with it, it's gonna come back onto the dyno, and we're gonna see how much horsepower we can get out of it. But we'll see, because it has stock ring gap, I found out. So that's probably not the greatest, but
That sounds scary.
figure it out. Yeah, he's putting meth on it to help mitigate that a little bit, but
Still a little scary.
yeah, I don't really know how much further than 10 psi I want to push that thing.
Yeah.
It's already at 700 wheel.
We'll say though, there was the M52 E36, stock ring gap 30 psi.
You don't know if it was stock ring gap.
Yeah, I talked to Blaine.
Oh, okay.
He said he never touched the bottom end at all.
That's mind-blowing that you didn't break a ringland or something.
Especially when it was sitting at 280 degrees
Yeah,
and just bouncing
Chris
off
was just
rev
banging
limiter.
off the limiter at
Yeah.
almost 300 degrees.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me that
That's-
motor did not catastrophically fail.
That's the only one of those engines you'll get that out of. I'm calling
just
it
went
now.
a little lean. That was it.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that killed it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it was just like slight pops. If I just wouldn't have just stayed in it over and over on the back straight at high planes, it would have lived.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen the E30 video, I'm sure it came out before this one. We talk about that car a little bit in its future. Spoiler, it has a future, but it's out there. It's going to be a while till that car comes back. But it should come back better than it was before. So anyway, we'll let Will get back to watching Motor Trend and not working on a Mazda, and we're going to start putting the diesel together.
It's a slow morning, all right? My car's already ready. I don't need to do prep like you. All I got to do is get this thing and drive out of here, which is going to be like another hour and a half.
This is my buddy Matt Williams' car. This is the second engine Will has put in this car for him.
Third motor overall, second engine I've put in.
And it had another replacement before that?
I don't know. I just know it died. I put one in. That died. I'm putting another one in. So that's 3 engines total that I know of.
He's very committed to this car.
He is.
And Matt isn't a car guy. He's just loves his Mazda.
He loves his Protege.
Mazda Protege 5 is what they call it? Yeah, I think it's a Protege 5.
Yep,
so
sure.
It's a manual. It's a wagon. I guess it's cool.
It's apparently got the most unreliable engine on the face of the planet, though. If you go on car-part.com looking for motors, like I did for this, I ended up driving all the way to Utah to get the motor for this. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, if you go on car-part.com, it'll list all the engines, whatever part you're looking for. But if the engine's not good, it'll say core. There was like 50 engines listed. Maybe 3 of them did not say core because they were all blown. So I had to drive all the way to Utah to get a good one. I put it in the trunk of the Badillac.
In the Badillac. Yeah.
No, might as well lean into it, right?
Yep.
You guys have already put it out there.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anyway, back to Mazda-ness.
I think we should make like a GIF or like an intro every time that it comes on screen. It just goes like, Badillac, fire. Because
I will say, nitrous or something coming out of the letters.
I've ridden in this car. It is exciting. The exhaust is very underwhelming. So we could liven it up with graphics, and
it sounds really good. It's just not super loud.
It's
a good daily. It's a good daily to nitrous around town.
It is a very good daily, and a good thing we could also talk about. Will paid about $4,500 for this car. Yeah. I paid about $5,000 for the diesel. They're both daily drivers, so this is like a pretty good comparison.
4 doors.
Both have slight advantages over stock ones.
Both rear-wheel drive.
Both have AC.
Both have AC. Mine does now.
Both were made between 2000 and 2010.
That's a pretty good face-off. Yeah. For sure. I mean, I'm cheating a little bit because I have nitrous, but I probably wouldn't be able to beat you with that. I don't know. But maybe just for fun we'll do an NA pass and see what happens.
But I'm tuned and deleted, so I have like an advantage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, you thought that was stock?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I did not know
it's
that.
It's like 500.
Well then, what the fuck? I thought that was a stock ass 335. No. I was like, there's no way. Well, it's gonna be a better race then.
You might need to bump it up to 200. You're definitely winning
the 5 case bet. I might get you on the 1 case bet, but you're winning the 5 case bet. And I have to shift, and I have to not blow that transmission up.
Oh yeah, it's tuned and deleted.
Yeah, fuck. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like my truck version of a BMW.
Did not know that.
Yeah, he's like, do you think you're gonna beat me? Asking about the E30, and I was like, no way, dude. That's an automatic. You're just gonna like pass me.
Yeah, that thing's. I don't know. This thing makes over 500 for sure on a 150 shot, but it's. I don't know. It's probably about the same weight though too. They're both fairly heavy.
Yeah, I'm sure with the diesel and all that stuff.
I think E90s are pretty heavy. I bet that's heavier.
Yeah, I bet that's between.
That's probably 35 or 3,600 pounds.
I bet that's 37 to 39.
Yeah, that's what I would think too. Who knows? This is gonna be an interesting race. We'll see. I was fucking around town this morning to see what gear I wanted to start in. I think second's the move, so I don't have to shift as much.
BMW Tech Chris at work. So is that the sensor that goes bad too, or the sensor's on the rail?
The sensor's on the rail. I need a 13 on an impact, please.
Okay, BRB.
All right, we're back in the diesel. We're cruising. Interesting thing that I lost the other day, in terms of daily stuff. My comfort access died, and so I don't know if that's hopefully it's just a fob battery. But also BMW has like the 3-click turn signals. I lost that at the same time. I just have one now. So hopefully it's not a module that I just lost in E90 life. But I guess we gotta do a little bit of dumb driving to see if we fixed it. So let's go up and get on the highway, because I don't want to go the speeds it's going to take to see if it's fixed on regular roads.
Very responsible. responsible, Chris.
I'm an adult. Yeah. I have my seatbelt on. You do? Yeah, I have my seatbelt on.
You do?
I have my seatbelt on. You do? Yeah, 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 I have my seatbelt on. we should have done it right then.
We should verify, just, you know, maybe
Yeah.
one more time. You're getting rid of your 40 miles to the gallon though.
I was getting 27 on this tank.
Oh.
There was a lot of in-town driving.
Yeah.
My goal is to get 30 as my average. Obviously, this one's gonna be a little bit worse because we're gonna go drag racing.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a little whoop. I meant a loop. We're gonna do a loop, and then we'll come back up and hit the zone.
All right. Dude, I think you fixed it.
Yeah.
No need to speed, arrive alive on the sign.
I thought you were telling me that I didn't need to speed.
No.
I was like, you all right, Hamish?
We're not speeding, guys.
No, top of the speed limit.
Yeah.
Never over.
We're using the whole range of the speed limit, not just the one number.
What do you think Zach's gonna say?
About the fix?
Yeah, he's like, I don't think that's gonna fix it.
I think he's gonna say the same. Yeah.
Pretty excited. That's all it was, though.
That's pretty damn good.
Because like I bought this because it's like supposed to be reliable, and I put, besides the accident damage, I put like $2,700 into it, like fixing things. So I was not going to be stoked for a $700 fuel pump.
No, that would suck. But it's good. It pulls good. Sounds gnarly.
Mm-hmm. That is the big thing. This is, you know, this is like a pretty much a diesel powered 335i is the best way to put it. It's 3-liter twin turbo. This one's compound instead of
So it's like an
twin.
N54, an N55, right?
N55 has a twin scroll single turbo.
Oh, so compound's different.
Yeah, compound is turbo into turbo.
Ah. Yeah, I should have known
Yeah, and then there's sequential turbos, which means it uses one turbo and then the other one. Like there's a lot of different weird turbo things out there. But this is one turbo into another turbo. But tuned and deleted, this makes about what, like a, I don't want to say like a full bolt-on. You could probably go a little more aggressive with the 335i. But for the most part, this is super comparable, but way more reliable and gets substantially better mileage.
that. And more torque too, baby.
Those are pretty torquey engines.
Ah, they are.
But, all right, let's do one good pull again and see. I think we're gonna be good.
Yeah, I think we're okay. I'm really curious to see how this does. What do you think time-wise you'll get?
I think this will run, if everything goes perfect, I think a 12.5. I think it could run a 12.5.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super reasonable.
It's not the fastest thing out there, but a 12.5 at 5,000, whatever, almost 6,000 feet is not bad.
No.
The fastest the white car, the Turbo 36, ever ran here, which is the fastest car that we've ever had, it ran an 11.2 was its best pass at like 130.
Yeah.
I think this will run like a 12.5 at like 115-ish.
You think that high of a trap?
Maybe. I don't know now. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm pulling out my ass. I've never even looked what one of these runs before.
Yeah.
I've never done any research.
Well, that's probably best. Then it's like your true opinion, right?
Right.
So.
The big thing that's weird about this is this car at like between a quarter and a half throttle, like hauls ass. So it just feels like a really fast car. So I don't know. We'll see.
We shall see.
But I'm definitely gonna beat Will. That's
Yeah, Will's going down.
yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing too is this is such like a smooth car that it's the sensation of speed isn't there.
That's true as well. Like, you know you're getting pulled forward relatively quickly, but it's much better if you just look straight ahead and watch things start pulling, like
Yeah.
passing you by faster.
Yeah, it's like this car compared to Hamish's car. I'm sure Hamish's car feels a whole lot faster.
Yeah.
But we don't know which one's faster. We've never put them up against each other.
Yeah, and we will tonight.
Yeah.
Scary. I don't like racing that car. Like, I really want to know how it compares to other cars, but it's also like I'm knowingly making it be more unreliable. Or
How?
like pushing it to like.
This is what you're supposed to do. This is
what I'm supposed to do.
This is how you find things that are weak points so you can fix them.
But they'll never be weak points if they're never used.
Yes, they are. They'll still break.
That's true. Yeah. We'll find out.
Yeah, that's why we're going to test and tune. We're going to test and we're going to tune.
Yeah, tune. So Chris just did a pull after we left AutoZone, and there's a nice little engine light there.
It did the light, but it didn't stall.
Didn't kill your throttle, but I think it's time to go for another test, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna chuck this battery in.
Did it that one time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You did just turn it off and on again.
Yeah, but it still usually does it every time you fill it. Like,
well, it's the drag strip though. We just need one good pass.
It's true. Well,
Yeah.
but it's one race's width. So if it does it in the middle of a race with Will, I'm be sad.
Oh yeah, that's true. Can we somehow? No, we don't want to sabotage Will.
Just sabotage Will. Oh well. I think it's better.
It seems like it's more chill with it. I don't know. Something leaving.
Yeah. It was light colored, so I think it was on the road.
It wasn't the fuel filter.
Still running.
Yeah, it couldn't be. Guess that Torx was really important.
The thing's nature tight now.
Yeah. Alright, well, I mean, it handled that fine.
I think it's good.
I think so too.
The guy did say drive it 20 miles and then see if the problems are still there.
Ah.
So maybe it just...
It's still relearning, maybe.
I have no idea. It feels good.
Yeah. Dude, I like how we've seen like 4 or 5 cops, and it's just still, we're just driving at the top of the speed limit.
Yep.
Safety.
I'm just a driver.
Just drive you things.
I think that's really funny that Will didn't remember that this was not.
Conveniently.
Yeah.
Now he has an out.
Yeah. Will also told me it was a bad trade when I traded the E36 and $2,500 for this car.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, dude, you could get so much money for the E36. Like, I'm getting a tuned and deleted diesel 90. Like, that's
true, but Will flips for money. Well,
Yeah.
no, because he also like got that cart and stuff.
yeah.
That's sold now, by the way, guys.
Will sold the cart.
Yeah.
Second gear will even.
That was impressive that you were doing that with an open diff. Holy fuck. Good lord.
Open diff auto.
Yeah. Jeez. I was ready for things to go wrong, man.
All right. Hate to do this to you. The video's already long. We're on our way to the drag strip right now. Stay tuned for the next one.
Thanks for watching.